This is a... What is this? Like, where did this come from?
Couldn't decide. It felt like it was part of a leg of something. It's got screw holes in it.
But like, look at the shape.
I know. Like, that's what I'm saying. It was made. I feel like it was part of a piece of furniture.
You ever watch like ski shooting in the Olympics, where they like, and they go?
Yeah, it's a biathlon. Yeah.
Face to face.
Mics are on and active. You're okay. You can do what you want.
Hit us with the clapboard.
Yeet! Please. Where do I put the... You ever seen curling?
Oh, good.
That's pretty good. There's like terminology for curling. I don't quite know what it is. It's a house and a guard and...
Have you seen that video of them taking apart the rock and then there's like a Wi-Fi chip in there?
No.
Yeah. There was like I only saw like a 15-second clip and there was no context given for it, so I'm not sure what was happening. But there was like they opened the top of the rock.
The handle. Take the handle off.
Sure. And then there was like, imagine like what you think a motherboard is, but like really small. And it was, I think it like tracks like how fast it's going.
That could be.
And then like we need to see if they're cheating. And I'm like, how do you cheat when you like roll a rock on ice?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Maybe the weights are wrong or something like that. Like, I don't think they bring their own rocks or the rocks are given to them. I don't honestly know.
See, I'm interested in curling if I get to bring my own rocks. Like, I want curling, but like you forage for your rocks in like the riverbed beforehand, like hungry bears.
Yeah, but they're like shaved down on the bottom. They actually have a little piece of like glass or something on the bottom to make them more slick.
Have you ever seen like the stone skipping competitions? Mm-hmm. No one's providing them stones. They have to like pick it up on the shoreline.
Yeah, but that's not in the Olympics.
So it's I know, but what if it was?
Are you familiar with the Beatles? You know the Beatles?
Absolutely not.
Do you know the band, the Beatles?
I know that they exist. I know that they have a song in the Parent Trap.
Okay, my point, this is a reference you may not catch, but they made movies back in their heyday, and one of them was a movie called Help. And their song Help, you know.
I'm familiar with the chorus.
Okay. I need some help now.
It's in a commercial.
It's been around. In the movie, they are somewhere where it's cold, and they're curling, and someone had put a bomb inside of one of the curling stones, and then rolled it out into their curling, and they're on a lake, and they called it a fiendish thingy.
I feel like I'm a fiendish thingy.
You could have a T-shirt that says fiendish
Just
thingy.
fiendish thingy. I think that would like cut out 90% of me explaining who I am to a person if they could just read fiendish thingy.
Would there be an arrow on your fiendish thingy T-shirt? Pointing up?
I like those like Disney shirts where it's like
down. Where it's, you were gonna say.
I didn't say that. That's why I asked the question. That's why I asked the question. I feel like down arrows are funnier than up arrows.
I think I agree.
Yeah.
But given the context of where we are right now, I have to disagree.
But we're in the United States of America in 2022. I feel like fiendish thingies are probably like a thing.
I feel like that's like the lowest tier of like offensive.
If I say bug, what do you say?
Insect.
Oh, word association. Interesting. What else would you say if I said bug? Let's try it again. If I say bug, you say?
I know nothing about bugs.
I don't believe that.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. Wait, this is literally completely unrelated to anything.
Yeah.
But I told Kelsey I did it in the beginning of it. I got us these.
Wow.
I have
friendship key rings.
That was supposed to be the opener. Welcome to Inside My Mind.
This is St. N's. Is that what this says? Does it meet with that?
Just wait a minute.
Sorry, I'm an impatient person.
Make it so these like don't jingle so Kelsey doesn't like kill me.
Aw, look at this.
Because Fox and I always get along.
Mm-hmm. Besties. So it says. I don't know which camera we're pointing this at. Camera 1. If there were a camera operator, someone would say, "Yeah, this one."
Hold it to this one.
Yeah, you hold it. Here.
Hold on, wait. How do you do like the influencer thing?
How do you make this?
Can't see it in this one. Oh, this way more.
Yeah, towards me.
Are you Illuminati? What's happening?
No, I am. I'm making an Illuminati sign. This is.
What's happening?
Put it in front of my hands. Aim it that way.
Perfect.
Thanks, Brett.
You're welcome.
I'll hold on to it.
Sorry. Where are we? Bugs.
If I say bug, you say.
I already told you insect.
I could change topics entirely.
You know that scene in Legally Blonde where she's like, well, if you really didn't kill your dad, you wouldn't have the perm because the ammonium thioglycolate. You remember that scene? And everyone's like, ooh! I love that
Fooled
scene.
ya.
I love that scene.
Did they make a sequel to that movie? Legally Blonde 2, 3?
I had to watch it for my AP Econ class, AP Gov.
Would you have done that like out of choice or do it out of necessity?
It was summer homework. We were given a list of movies to watch, and Legally Blonde 2 was on there. She fights for animal rights.
Okay.
For her little chihuahua, Baxter?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Anyway, it's bad. You should watch it.
No. You have a favorite animal?
The quail, probably.
The quail?
Quail.
Not the whale, but the quail.
Quail.
The bird? Why the quail?
I just think they're fun. They got a little...
Oh, the little curly cool in their face?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm part quail. If I were to take one of
you could
these
wear a
and then
quail
like brush
headset.
it out and then like form it into like a bouffant, like the world's smallest bouffant with a single curl.
Yeah.
I could be a quail.
Yeah. That's like a Halloween costume waiting to happen.
I could see it. But I feel like I'd just like paint the quail on my face, and then the rest of my body would just be like black or just like green
This
grass.
would be like a Bjork like interpretation of quail. Have you seen some of Bjork's outfits lately when she's doing these poetry readings live?
I am not the Bjork stan that you are. I think
I'm a
you
passive
perceive
fan.
everyone as knowing as much about Bjork as you do, when in the reality is I only know about Bjork passively.
Fair enough. Yeah. You're probably not wrong. You got a favorite salsa?
Yes. So my dad, I had to think about this because I think that's a really weighted question. Well, because my dad uses like salsa by the jug. He just puts it on everything.
Yeah.
But my favorite salsa, my dad's coworker, Celeste, every time around Christmas, she'll send like a package home of like stuff. And there's like carrot jam and like this like green stuff that we don't eat and like 7-bean soup that you make and you're just like, I'm not eating this. But
Yeah.
she sends home this salsa and it's homemade and it's so good.
Is it like cactusy, got like pineapple in it or something?
Nope. It's like straight up like tomatoes, onion. It's like
Yeah.
real like
Yeah.
just straight to the point salsa.
Yeah. Is it hot?
It's like hot enough.
Yeah.
Like you're not like
Yeah. Is that how you react with hot sauce, or are you like, I put hot sauce on my eggs?
I'll put hot sauce and eggs. I'll put sriracha.
Yeah. You ever get one of those goofy ones like whoop-ass salsa or whoop-ass hot sauce or something like that? Or there's like a line of them. It's like smart-ass, whoop-ass, dumbass, all that kind of stuff.
Not usually, no.
I see them sometimes in the store. I
I
wonder.
feel like you fall for like those kind of marketing ploys.
Yeah, and then it's like no
You're
hotter.
like, whoop ass sauce. Let's see how whoop ass it actually is.
Yeah.
And then you go home and you're like, this is bad. And
Yeah.
you like write like a review on Facebook about like this sauce was not very whoop. It was just ass. And then you'd be like really proud of yourself, like that was clever.
Yeah, and then a couple of emoticons at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're saying I would do that?
Yes.
No, I don't do that.
Yes.
I don't do that at all. I don't write reviews on anything. I don't have that kind of time.
What if you did? You just said you wanted to start a YouTube channel. Critiquing things.
Hello?
Well,
Where are we
maybe
now?
I'm making time for it, I guess, is what you're saying. Reviews of reviews.
So you do have time for it.
Yeah, well, I'm making time for it. I haven't had time for it.
I feel like the perfect place to look for bad reviews is in the 2-star category. Because 1 star, it's just like, that's like basic. But I feel like if you cared enough to give it 2 stars, like you're putting the work in to really think about what it's worth.
Yeah, it's like 1 or 5 is easy, but anything in the middle means you've like deducted that it's not as good as other things or better than some other things.
Yeah, like I trust a 4-star review, but if it has got like a 5-star review, I'm like, this is just a
You
robot.
Just plug in a 5.
Yeah.
I have that problem on IMDb. You ever go on there? It's like a movie review website.
I haven't seen a movie in
Internet
years.
Movie Database, I think is what it stands for. I would go on there during movies because I want to find out that person is from a different movie. Why do I know this person?
I'm the kind of person who doesn't realize how bad something is until someone else tells me like that's bad. Like I'll walk out of a movie and be like, wow, that movie was like really good. And then I'll be like, and then like my like movie friends will be like, well, what about this, this, and this? I'm like, you're right.
Yeah.
That movie sucked.
Yeah, we could go on and on about that phenomenon where you walk out of a movie theater and you feel like you want to go back in and watch it again.
Well, I feel like
And someone says one thing about it and you're like,
yeah, you're like, I'm that character. What's the girl from? I recently watched. Rachel made me watch. My friend Rachel made me watch. What's the one where it's like the question mark and then like the period. It's like the two. It's like a Hank Green book. Stars and our stars.
Fault in our-
Fault in our
it's your story, man. Tell it how you
Fault in Our
want.
Stars. Fault in Our Stars. I watched that and I was like,
Does it have a question mark?
it's
What are you talking about?
you know like on the cover of the book
Okay.
with the question mark. Thank you. See, am I aware of my own body? No.
Do you have I was going to ask, do you have a favorite bodily function?
The Krebs cycle. 26 ATP for 3 ATP, that's a steal. Was it 36 ATP?
I feel like you're explaining an engine right now.
The V8 7 pistol.
I said bodily function though. You just
Ayo.
yeah. You just broke down.
So
engine.
basically, your exhaust isn't breathing. So you're breathing the monoxide. It's like bad for your brain.
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Do you have a favorite rock?
I think olivine. That's a mineral technically, but
What does it look like? I don't know
It's
my
green.
rocks. It's green. Like if you chop it open, it's green on the inside, or it's green all the way through.
it's just green. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's the thing about minerals is that they're usually
All the way through.
pretty consistent.
They're not like stuck inside of another rock.
That's called a xenolith.
That's interesting. They're collectible, I find. Like cut them in half.
Rocks are like the top 10 things to collect.
They're everywhere.
I find that it's more fun to collect when you don't know a single thing about a rock.
Totally. I just picked up a rock I thought was cool shape when I was in the desert yesterday, literally.
One of my favorite rocks I have, it's just like, I have no clue what it is. It's probably like quartzite, but it's really smooth and it's like a perfect divot just for your thumb to rub in.
Yeah.
And it's like a sensory thing where you just like
Right.
rub
It's like
your
a
thumb
stress rock. Yeah, they sell them in stores now. Here's a $4 stress rock. I'm like, that was in my yard.
I got mine for free.
Yeah, in the yard.
I got some fossils too that I found, but those are boring.
Yeah. You got a favorite plant?
Can you give me a category of plant, like a native plant?
A native species to where you're from or from where you live?
I can answer both those. So from a native species from California, it's called Indian paintbrush or prairie fire.
Okay.
It's like bright red flower.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar to
Long.
like a cardinal flower.
Okay, long stalk. You know.
Pretty long, yeah.
Yeah.
And then from here, I think it'd have to be, it's called water shield. It's like a lily pad, but there's no split in it, and it's like this big. I tried to put one in a fish tank once, but it melted
No.
because it was like a tropical fish tank, and then Michigan is not tropical.
Oh, the water was just too warm.
It was too warm, so it got like bacteria and stuff, and it died.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Yeah. We're out of time.
Cut.
Do you want to bounce a stick, or do you want to do a long, obsessively awkward handshake?
I'd rather not touch you.
Stick it is.
You know I have like a physical touch thing.
I do.
What just dropped? Oh.
Probably it's something we need.
Or the balance the stick.
Yep, this is a bounce stick.
What are the rules? Are there
You
rules?
try to bounce it for 5 seconds.
Okay.
You try to balance it, I'll count to 5.
Oh, we did something different.
I'm going to start now.
Okay.
1. It's not easier this way, too. The pivot's hard to find. 3. Yeah. Yeah, this is not
It's
going.
balancing.
1.
Look, see camera?
Yeah.
Can someone at camera look?
5.
I'm not holding
He's
it.
cheating. He's cheating. All right, thanks everybody. See you next time. Many thanks for watching. Be sure and to like and subscribe to The Beam. To do so, exert continuous physical force on the like button. Should be over there. And we'll be back on the press next week with another episode. Until then, stay well, keep your balance, and stay on The Beam.